I'm good at creating, I'm not good at protecting what I create. This is something one of our CEO clients revealed to us recently, and we realized it's something that a lot of CEOs struggle with. They're good at creating better business. The struggle of frustration comes in protecting what they create and building on that. And there is a root cause to this, which I'll share with you in a minute. But if we break this down, every business and every CEO is looking for that growth on the outside. They want that extrinsic growth in terms of revenues, profits, and share value appreciation. But where does that really come from? It ultimately comes from intrinsic growth and development on the inside themselves, inside their organization, their team, their people. And what I'm talking about here is the ability to have greater clarity, greater coherence, greater creativity in making those best decisions, greater capacity to handle those greater decisions and opportunities and pressures and challenges, and also the ability to create that cohesion amongst their teams so that they're really able to catalyze that better outside growth. Now, what we find is when outside growth outstrips inside growth, an organization can have done well, gained something, but then they might not be able to build on it, or they might even lose it. And this is because it's a law of nature that all outside growth is based on inside growth, just as the seed is the basis for all outside growth of the trunk and the branches of a tree. So like that, we want to really nourish the roots of an organization in terms of their growth. And what we find is that when that outside growth is bigger, something goes wrong if the inside growth is also not there to match it. And ultimately, we want the inside growth to be more expanded and developed than the outside growth, because then we've got more bandwidth to handle anything that comes up. So fundamentally, what is required is a strengthening of what we call strategic awareness. Now, of those two words, awareness is the more fundamental and powerful one, because we can have a great strategy, but if we don't have the awareness of the implications of implementing that strategy and the possible ramifications and reactions that could happen, then that strategy may be ineffective. And what I mean by that is we have to have an awareness of the objectives, the objective values, the process values, and also the subjective values within ourselves and within others. So an example here in terms of looking at the object, if you're dealing with someone, you really need to know who they are and their personality, because if they have a personality which can be placating, they say one thing and they do another, or they don't do what they say, or it could be vindictive, could be revengeful if they don't get what they want, then there could be reactions to what you're trying to do that you need to take care of so that you can continue to grow on the outside. So it's vitally important that every CEO is developing this protection value to protect their ability to create and build on it. And so what we're doing to support CEOs in this regard is we've developed what we call a CEO Protection Quotient, a PQ score, so that a CEO can know where they're at in terms of their ability to protect what they create. So there's a link below, you can click that, you can take this assessment, short, quick assessment, which basically goes into different factors of protection, some of which I've already mentioned, and rate yourself on that, and out will come a score, and we can discuss that, go in more detail about where you're strong, where you're vulnerable, and how to strengthen that. We'll also give you a copy of our ebook, The Science of Protection, Making High Pressure, Impactful Leadership Decisions that Protect and Enhance You and Everyone. So if you're looking to really strengthen your ability to protect what you create so you can build on it, and you want to really strengthen this inside growth, which is really the growth of your own consciousness, so you have better awareness, so you have better thinking that creates better experiences and extrinsic outcomes, then take the assessment and we'll talk to you on the other side.